Hello. You're in your seat this time. Yes. I'm well. I was hit by a bike this morning. Mm-hmm. Well, as far as I know, it was an accident. My physical form is undamaged. And even if it was, I could have fixed it quite easily. No, not healing magic. I'm not organic in the way that field of magic would assist with. The fixes I would execute would be done just as a byproduct of what I am, although that would require an output of energy, just of a different kind. Well, the exact phrase was, "Dude, watch where you're going." So, I don't think it was an apology, but they kept pedaling away before I could ask for clarification. Oh. Did I do being hit by a bike wrong? I've never done it before. I didn't have much to go off of. I've never actually felt an impact like that before at all. It was an interesting experience. Have you ever been hit by a bike? Oh. Well, I'll keep that in mind for the next time I get hit by one. I don't know. Life is long, and there are a lot of bikes out there. Statistically speaking alone, there's a not insignificant chance that it will happen again. Oh. Then the sentiment was out of concern for me. That's kind of you. Like I said, it's statistically unlikely that I could avoid another impact for my entire life, especially considering I'm functionally immortal from a human perspective. But I hear your intention, and I appreciate it. I hope that you don't get hit by a bike in the future as well. So, good morning. I appreciate you. It's a feeling that I was feeling that I thought might make you feel good, so it seemed a feeling worth sharing. So I did. Was that okay? Good. You're less nervous today. That's interesting. Just that, in theory, if we're talking about the expectations being set on you over the course of this course, the expectations will increase as time goes on, rather than decrease, and the stakes will get higher as time goes on, and there are fewer opportunities to make meaningful impacts on your grade to offset the impact of the final, which is a very significant portion of the grade for this course. So, with that date of the final getting unavoidably closer each day, and your agency to make change that will either prepare you for it or to make strides to counteract any failures within it, correspondingly shrinking with each of those passing days, I would have expected you to get more nervous as the semester progresses, escalating each day as you march closer to the course's end instead of the other way around. So, that's interesting. Wait, now you're more nervous again. That's odd. Would you say you... Oh. Alright. Yes, I completed the homework. Well, all of it. No, all of the homework for the full semester. It was outlined in the syllabus, and the questions are in the book, and the answers are in the book. So I followed the syllabus, and I read the book, and I answered the questions, and now the homework's all done. Yes, I have lots of free time. Why? I haven't tried sleeping yet. Do you sleep often? Would you recommend it? It's not a biological necessity for me. I don't really have any biological necessities except to routinely feed on emotions to keep my energy levels up. No, I've never had a hobby. No, I've never had friends. I have a steward, but she's not a friend, since she doesn't like me. And as I understand it, it's a prerequisite of friendship to like the other person. Sarcasm? Probably. At this point, now that I've been declared independent, and I'm operating primarily on elegy, any time that I'm not here in a class or feeding, I don't have anything else to do outside of class requirements, which I don't have anymore currently, since I did all of them. All of the ones that I could do, for every course that I could do them for. Stand, mostly. Sometimes I sit. I've also laid down a few times, but like I said, I didn't try sleeping. I was just seeing how I felt about the position. It was interesting. It made it easier to look at the ceiling, which I don't think is going to be a requirement very often, but it's good to know in case the situation arises. What do you do when you're not here? Oh. 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 That's quite a few things. Oh, I've done that. I've been to the movie theater a lot of times. Depending on the film they're showing, it can produce lots of the feelings that I metabolize. Mysteries, horror, science fiction, fantasy too. They tend to elicit feelings of surprise or shock or amazement or wonder. Over the course of the movie, I can get enough energy to last me a long time. And the movies themselves give me some interesting insight into the human condition. Although, I learned pretty quickly that day-to-day human life is not very much like the films. But the fact that you all seem to like going to see the film so much when they're not like your own lives is an insight in itself. Although, I haven't really thought through what that insight might be. Maybe I could do that while I'm standing, or when I'm laying down, or when I'm sitting. Would you say that constitutes a hobby? A joke. You did say a joke, didn't you? Should I not? Oh. Well, then. Haha. I certainly have time to practice it. I could do that when I'm done considering the greater implications of humans putting importance on fictionalized, reinterpreted depictions of their own existence. Well, movie theaters are a good spot to take in feelings of shock if I want to multitask, but I find I get the highest feelings of shock per capita by going to amusement parks, generally. Oh yes, I've been to a number of them. I find the human history of thrill rides fascinating. There are a number of books on the topic. I've read all of them that were available in the campus library. I also go on any available behind-the-scenes tours at any amusement park that I go to. In addition to being interesting information, it helps me stand out less while taking in the ambient shock energy. Standing in the middle of the park and not moving tended to get me odd looks. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. No, I've never actually ridden any of them, but I know lots of facts about them. Did you know that the Full Throttle roller coaster at Six Flags Magic Mountain is the only roller coaster to have track on the bottom and top of a vertical loop? Or that Maneater at Wonderworld was planned to be the first roller coaster in the world to feature 8 inversions, but it was beat out by less than a month by the opening of Dragon Con at Port Aventura? Or that Phantasialand in Germany has... Oh, that's the professor. But I can tell you more after class if you'd like. We could stand or sit. I wouldn't recommend laying down on campus, especially if there are bikes around. So, has this counted as small talk? Has it been comforting not being confronted by your ongoing emotional unavailability today? Oh, good. So, I should continue avoiding that topic. I can do that. If the time comes when you would like me to ask you about your difficulty establishing deep emotional connections or expressing vulnerability and trust in others, just let me know. Okay. Did you know that in the course of its construction, Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain was struck by a tornado, which caused part of the structure to collapse? And that years later,